Okay, hello. We're going to do a quick example on doing your stuff for Tabletop Simulator. So, I've got a little list here. It's 500 points. We're going to do 500 point games for right now. If they take a lot less time than I think they would, then we'll up it. 40K, I understand, is a long game, and I want to be able to play with multiple people, not just one a day. So, make sure you've got your list set up. That includes your leaders. I'm using this as an example. We will go ahead and click the export button, click yellow scribe, and keep this open. You want to keep that. So I'm going to click single player right now. Obviously, when we do play, I'm going to click multiplayer. We will go ahead and load what is called Force Org. If you do not have Force Org, all you got to do is click Browse in Tabletop Simulator and type Force. Do not space it, org. And then it is the first thing that pops up. Easy, easy. It's just nice to have. So go ahead and close out of this. Go ahead and stick load. We'll let it load up. And I know my units, so we are going to go to Ultramarines. Now you can choose. So say today I wanted to play something other than Ultramarines. I want to do Raptors. So they got Raptors in here. So I'm like, okay, cool. We'll do Raptors. We're gonna play quote unquote Ultramarines, but they're Raptors. If I remember right, they're the successor chapter, anyways. So it really doesn't matter all that much. But go ahead, give it time to load. It's going to take time. Okay, now that everything is loaded, we will grab the units that we will be using. So I have a that is a that is a Rebute Gillivan in oh, that's actually really cool. They did their own unique little things. Monius Calgar is a raptor. That's actually super cool. That's a really cool thing that I did not know about. So we need our captain with shield. Where is he? Is he not? Am I blind? I'm not blind. Captain and Phobos. They not have a captain with storm shield. Well, I kind of need that. I do like how they use the Ogren school shields. That's really cool. Okay, so since I'm not seeing the captain with shield, let me just make sure real quick. They even kit bashed things. Oh, that's actually really cool. Let me just make sure I'm not losing my mind. I do not see a captain. What is this cool ass apothecary? I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted. That actually is a really boss ass judicator. Okay, so since we don't see it here, and he is my main leader, we will switch it out. We'll use a different example. We'll do Sally Boys, and we will make a cut for this. Okay, they all appear to be loaded. Let me hope that they have a. Please have a captain with Storm Shield. I don't think you're gonna have a captain with this one. Don't make me actually choose the Ultramarines. That's boring. I don't. I don't think they have it. Damn it. Why? Fine. I'll pick the Ultramarines. Load the models. There's 866 of these models. If this is not in here, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, so what you see in this little left-hand corner is something failing to load. That's fine. Sometimes you just refresh the page. It looks like it is an assault intercessor. So we'll just go ahead and delete him. Okay, this one I know has the captain. Okay, we have the captain with relic shield. We need 3 blade guard vets, or 6 blade guard vets. Oh, these guys got the cool heads. That's actually a really good head swap idea, but we're not going to use them. Hey, I need that guy. Grab these. Bring them over here. Bam. Set these all in the staging zone, which literally says model staging zone. I need all the assault intercessors. So how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need 4 more. So we'll clone this one. once. We'll clone. Oops. Clone this one once. We'll try that again. Game. Please stop lagging. We'll clone this one once. And what does that make us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need one more because I cannot count and keep track of all of this crap. So let's go ahead and snag all these. Put them down here. And where are my last bits? I need 3 snipers. What are they called? Not snipers, obviously. Here they are, eliminators. So I have 3 with long las, but this is different and it's perfectly fine. So this is my squad. You will click yellow scribe, okay? And then you will take the code you have, like I have. You'll take the code that it says to input into yellow scribe. You cannot copy paste for some reason, and that bothers me. So you actually have to sit here and type it out and make sure you get everything correct. And if you do, some little magic's gonna happen. Please, Omnisio, work. Awesome. So you will click this button. Do not forget to click this button like I did. Create army. I haven't selected any models. I am so sorry. So you have to select which ones go to which. So this is the Eliminator Sergeant. So let me click this. Click that. That's been selected. These are the 2 Eliminators. 5 Blade Guard veterans. So let's take out the Sergeant, because for some reason this is wanting to be very specific. Grab those for that. The Sergeant is right here. The Assault Intercessor Sergeant right there. And the 9 other guys right here. And the Captain, obviously, right there. Clicked Create Army. Perfect. It's got you all listed up. You just grab them all. Right click, and it gives you the characteristics. Oh my god, I was wondering why this wasn't working earlier. I literally spent an hour trying to figure this shit out, and all I had to do was click Create Army because I forgot. Okay, so we go ahead and click. Please do not mess this part up. This is very important. Where is Save Object? You click Save Object, and I will put this as TTS EX. So example. Okay, there's already one here from earlier, me trying to figure all this shit out. We'll go ahead and overwrite that. And just to make sure you do this correctly, you want to go to Objects, Saved Objects, TTS, bam. Okay, that's everything loaded in. Everything's going to load in correctly. My game is lagging. And then you want to make sure you remember to do one other thing. Check to make sure you have your stats. Don't do what I almost just did. I almost just fucked up. So you have your stats. That's nice. It tells you all of your ballistics, your attacks, everything like that. So say you did all this, you would know all of your attacks. He has his own attacks. He has his own attacks. I actually don't think there's any difference. So you could literally just hover over and click. Do not click on that. And everything's set. So next part is actually setting up the game board, this is all going to be more my job than anything, because I'll set up a game board and we'll play that game board for the night, and we will switch out people more than likely. So first player is not going to know what they're going up against, but player number 2, 3, maybe 4, if we can get 4 games in, they're going to know what they're going up against. So we will go ahead and grab one of these maps. We're going to pray to the Omnisire that this map loads in correctly. Please work. Please work. Okay, everything looks like it's working. Perfect. A bunch of buildings, a bunch of L-shaped ruins. This looks like your classic tournament map. Just literally buildings everywhere and no lanes for fire. So we need to grab a deployment. We got a random deployment here. It is Hammer and Anvil. So we'll go to here, click. Oh, perfect. Hammer and Anvil. Just because I know the objective markers always start inside the board. We've got all of our objective markers and everything. Do not forget, obviously, you'll bring in your saved objects, bam, throw them down, and you have a way to play 40k. Now, you'll do all your deployment and everything like that. I know regular intercessors would probably be better. It probably would be better to bring a bunch of 5-man squads instead of any full squad, especially being that we are playing Tabletop Simulator and we are only playing 500 points. So let's just go ahead and do a quick layout and say we want to have these guys as snipers. No, sometimes doing this will shuffle them up. So you just gotta pick them up individually. And that shadow is probably the best thing to go off of for where they're gonna land. Or you could just do that. I did not know that was an option. Please don't tip over. Perfect. So I've got my guys overlooking. They can see this whole lane of fire. Okay, there's more lanes of fire than I expect. Anyways, so now we got all this stuff done. You got your army and everything. So now you're going to actually sit and play around. So let's just quickly save. I'm going to save and grab a different army. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back after a long cut and me doing something that I really didn't have to do now that I think about it. But you know what? It was good that I did. So we did a quick little orc boy army. Let's go ahead and load them all in. You get vastly more units with a 500 point orc army than you do Space Marines. But then again, they're orcs. They're not as tanky, except for you get to use mech boys and stuff. So we are just using this as an example. I don't know why I spent all this time in the world. Because, I mean, I set these up. Like, they have all their stats and everything. So let's just go ahead and randomly... Not like that, game. Come on. Just get these guys set up. And actually, now that I think about it, we can go ahead and... Can we get rid of the deployment zones now? It's fine. Let's see. He is leading them in this example. And all of these mega knobs. Did I not do something right? No, they're mega knobs. You know what? That's what I put in. So that's what they are. We're just gonna do this temporarily. Come on, game. I swear. This game's gonna drive me up a wall, and we haven't even started playing it on stream. So let's get all these set up. Okay, that's just easy little setup here. Get that guy over there. Bing, bang, bop. Yeah, all the little Gretchens. Don't ask me why these ones are so different. I don't know why. It's just the way. You do not have to use what I used. You could use something else. It was just quick, easy, and that's the YouTube video I watched was using that. So they did it again. So let's use this as an example. You have your mega knobs with custom shooters, and say that there's the other one. I couldn't see him. So say they got attacked by... I won't use the Blaze Guard because I always use the Blade Guards in the Captain. We'll say they got charged in by the Assault Intercessors. So let's get them up close. And personal. Let's just say we got them all in fighting range because that's going to be the best way to do this example. So again, the super cool thing about all this is you click this and you know what everything is. I think everything stays the exact same except for the weapons. So you've got 10 Assault Intercessors. Come on now, you gotta at least give me the... There we go. The melee weapons are 4 each, so that's 40 dice. It's 25, 30, 40. I had to think about that for some reason. Their weapon skill, if you actually get it to pop up correctly, they hit on 3-ups. So we are going to get rid of these dice because I forgot about all these dice. And we're going to get rid of all these dice, and we're going to try this again. That is 25, 30, 40. Oops, 40. And we'll roll the dice. We hit on 3 ups. So everything below a 3 goes away. And they are strength what? Strength 4 versus toughness of 6. So they are at a disadvantage. That means they need to roll 5 ups. So we'll click roll dice again. Everything below a 5. Okay, all these go through. We're not going to do any save throws or anything like that. If you had lethal hits and sustained, you'd click this and it would add your dice for your next roll. So these all went through. They do -3 AP. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So we need to actually get rid of all these dice. And the really cool feature about this is you can just hit copy Red's dice. So if I learn how to do camera controls in this game, you have these dice that are set up. These are all the hits. So you need a save throw of a 2 up. But do they have -1 AP? They do. So that means you need a 3 up. So you click roll all dice and you saved all but 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you had an invulnerable save, you'd do that. Anything under your invulnerable save obviously would. Anything under your invulnerable save wouldn't obviously. So say you had an invulnerable save of. Do they have an invulnerable save? They have a feel no pain. If you right click it, it'll actually show you. Am I losing my mind? Where's the feel no pain? Hold on, I got them pulled up still. This is the Mega Knobs. Now, you will be doing this with new recruit open on the other screen just to make sure your stuff's good. Don't cheat. Obviously, these games are for fun. There'd be no point in cheating. That's kind of a dick move. So, Mega Knobs, they have a feel no pain. And what is their feel no pain stat? X plus. I hate life. Okay, it doesn't tell me like it does for invulnerable saves. We'll just skip that point. That's besides the point. Say all these attacks got through the feel no pains. Okay, so that would be 1 damage apiece. They are 3 wounds, so that is 1 model gone, and 1 left with 1 wound. So you would grab a dice. A specific dice and mark one of these with 1 wound, and that's basically how you play the game. You try to score your points, whatever your secondaries are. Obviously, you have secondaries here. You can only keep 2, so I would let you pick between all these, which is all these are super easy. And obviously, actually, we'd probably do them random. So we'd probably shuffle all these up, and then grab 1 apiece, and then that would be what you got. So in my case, this would be cleanse and storm hostile objective. So hopefully this has helped you out. If I didn't say it earlier, I will say it again. I watched the 40k VTuber Christian von Carmine's video on this because I didn't know how to set this stuff up at all. Obviously, there'll be battle rounds, victory points, command points, and everything. And if you are looking for your command cards, your stratagems, new recruit also tells you all your stratagems, which is a super useful rule for people like me who does not remember everything. So in this case, I would open up my stuff, click export, click templates, and then I would just have the stratagem cards open up on my second monitor. If you don't have a second monitor, I completely understand, but that's how I would do it. Does it do all of them? It does not do all the base stratagems. Why does it not do all the base stratagems? That's a little odd. But anyways, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video helps you set up your stuff for the 40k weekend that I have planned on Halloween weekend. It's going to literally be November 1st, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.